Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this tutorial, we'll show you how to join two tables from MySQL PHP MyAdmin database in Python Django web framework. So here we got the names, the country name from the country table: India, US and Australia, India, USA and Australia, and the state names. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. Before writing the coding part in Python to join tables, first we'll check the table names in PHP MyAdmin database. For this demo purpose, I have taken two tables. One is a country table and the second one is a state table. In country table, we have two columns: CID, which is a country ID, auto-generated column, and the CNAME is a country names. Right now, this country table contains only three countries: India, USA and Australia. Now let's check the second table, which is a state, and this table contains three columns: SID, which is a state ID, SNAME is a state name, and CID is a country ID. Now here the condition: when we want to join tables, the one column must be similar between the two tables. If you notice, in the state table there is a CID column, and in the state table, in the country table, there is a CID column. So with the help of these CID columns, I will join this country and state table. So let's write the coding part in Python. Before creating a new project in Python, first we'll create a new folder in the local drive, D drive. On this D drive, I right click the mouse, new, click folder, and the folder name is join tables, Python Django. Enter. Let's open this folder. Right now this folder contains empty. Now let's create a new project in Django in this folder. I'm using Visual Studio Code to write the Python programming. Open file. First we'll add our folder. Open folder. I have created the folder in the local disk D drive. Come to the bottom. The folder name is join tables Python Django. I'm selecting that folder. Select folder. And here our project folder is added in this Explorer. Now if you notice, in this folder there is an empty. So this is an empty folder. Now let's create a new project. Open View, go to Terminal. Let's delete. Let's close this welcome page. To create a project in Python, Django-admin, start project. The project name is join tables. Enter. The join tables is my project name. So notice here the join table is added successfully into our project. Let me expand this folder project. And in this project, there is a subfolder called join tables and one manage.py Python page. Let me expand this join tables also, which is a subfolder. And these all Python files are automatically created when I create a new project, join tables. So after creating a new project, next. Now the next step, let's install the MySQL. When we are dealing with a particular databases, we need to install the packages. So here the pip, first let's add our project name, cd join tables. Now pip install MySQL client. Enter. And here we got a message: requirement already satisfied, which means the packages are installed successfully into our project. Now the next step, Let's create a template folder. Right click the project name, new folder. The folder name I'm adding the templates. Now in this templates folder, I'm adding the HTML pages. Right click the templates folder, click new file. I'm adding index.html. And here we got our index.html page. Doc type, I'm closing the HTML tag. Inside this HTML, I'm adding the header section. In the header section, I'm adding the title. The title is join tables. And after the headers, I'm adding the body tag. Inside the body, I'm adding the h1 tags, header tags. How to join two tables in Python, Django, web framework. After the headers, I'm adding the horizontal line. Now after the horizontal line, I'm adding the table element to display the data. Let's declare the table, and I'm adding the table border attribute is 1. The table size we need to add between single quotes, double quotes. Let's add the tr. In the tr, I'm adding the table headers. The first one is a country name, and the second table header is a state name. So I want to display from these tables s name, the state name, and the country name from this country table. So after the tr, I'm adding another tr and td. Now here the table data we are getting from MySQL database. So let's configure our MySQL server. In settings.py, open that one. Now in the settings.py, first the installed apps, we need to add our project name. Our project name is join tables. This project name we need to add here. And the second one, when we want to render the HTML templates, first we need to add the base directory. In the template section, there is a dirs directories, os.path dot join method. I'm joining the parameter. First one is a base directory, base_dir, comma. Now between these single quotes, I'm adding this templates folder, templates. So make sure you give the proper exact name. Then the last step in the settings.py, if you notice in this database section, the default database is a SQLite 3. So here our database is a MySQL. So I'm deleting the SQLite 3, I'm adding MySQL, and the name, delete this default code. Now between these single quotes, we don't require this bracket also. Now between these single quotes, I'm adding my database name. My database name is a sampledb. So let's add our database name, sampledb. Then between single quotes, user, root. My username is root, and the password. Here the password I'm leaving blank because I don't have any password to log into my PHP MyAdmin database. If you have any password, please enter the one. Then the host, here the host is a local host, comma, and the port number. The port number is 3306. So let's add that one. Between single quotes, I'm adding 3306. Then the last one is the options. The options between curly braces, between single quotes, init underscore command colon between double quotes set. I'm setting the SQL mode is equals to, again single quotes, strict underscore trans underscore tables. That's it. And here we got our models.py. First in this models.py, let's import the models folder from Django.db import. I'm importing the models. ELS. Now let's declare a class. Now in this class, the class name is display data. This is the class name, models dot model colon. Now in this class I'm just defining the properties. First one is the cname is equals to, let's declare the cname, the column name cname is equals to models dot char field max underscore length. The size here I'm adding 150. Let's give 100 here. And the second attribute property is the sname, which is a state name. Instead of writing this one, just copy and paste here. That's it. Let's save this models page. Now we require the views page to call this models. Again, right click the join tables, new file, add views.py. Now in this views.py, first let's import from Django.shortcuts import render. So when we want to render this index.html, we need to add the render class. After that, from Django.db import connection. Next one, we need to add the models also. From the models file is in our table, in our project name. So join tables dot models import. From this models folder, I'm importing the class is display data. Copy this one and paste here. Now let's define the function name, tables join. I'm requesting. Now first in this function we'll add the cursor method. So let's declare first cursor is equals to connection dot cursor method. The reason I have added this cursor method, to execute the select statements we require the cursor method. Then cursor dot execute. In the execute I am adding the select statement to join tables. Select the first one. The table is a country table. In the country table dot cid comma country dot cname, and from the state table state dot sname. I want to display only the cname and state name sname. From the country table join state table on country dot cid is equals to state dot sid, cid, not sid, because in the state and country the cid columns are common. So after that we need to fetch the records from the two tables. So let's declare the results is a variable cursor dot fetch all method. Then the last step, we need to return the function return render method. In the render method I am adding the request comma between single quotes. The single quotes I am adding this page name, HTML page name, which is index.html, comma. Now between curly braces I am defining the dictionary. First one I am adding a class name display data colon results. That's it. Let's save this file, save all. Now the next step, we need to configure the URLs. So in the project we have the urls.py, open that one. In the urls.py, notice there is a default path here in the URL patterns which I don't require, so I'm commenting with the hash. So before that we need to import from dot import. I'm importing our page name. I have added in the views page. The page name is the index.html. I want to render, and this page I have added in this views.py. So let's add the views page here. Now add our URL patterns, the path method between single quotes, which is our home page if I am not adding any path here. Then views dot, in the views the HTML page is in the function tables join. So let's add that one. That's it. Let's save these URLs also, save all. Now the final step, in the index.html, here the for loop, here to display the records from the tables I'm using for loop here, percentage for display data in the data we are getting from this class display data, the index.html display data. Now let's close the end loop, percentage and for. Now let's define, get the data, table data between curly braces, double curly braces. Now in this expression I am adding this variable display data dot. Now in the display data I am adding 1. If you notice in our views, calling the CID, CNAME and SNAME. So the CID column, the index value is 0, which I don't require. I want to display only the CNAME and the SNAME. The CNAME index is 1 and SNAME index is 2. So let's add 1 here and TD between curly braces display data dot 2. If you add here 0, it fetches the CID column. So I'm not adding the CID column. I want to display only the country name and state name from the two tables. That's it. Let's save this file, save all. We have done the complete coding part. Now it's time to run our server. To run the server, Python manage.py, we need to add this file name manage.py, run server, click enter. So here notice we don't have any issues in our project, and this is our web server. Click the control and mouse click. So here we got the output. Oops, the country name. Here we forgot to add the one more bracket. So let's save this file, save all. Now reload the browser. I'm reloading the browser. So here we got the names, the country name from the country table, India, US and Australia. India, USA and Australia, and the state names, and these are the state names: Telangana, Texas, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Queensland and New South Wales. That's it. We have joined two tables in Python Django web framework. That's it. We have joined two tables from MySQL PHP MyAdmin database using Python in Django web framework. That's it.